Okay, hi, welcome back. So last time I recorded anything, I accidentally recorded 2.5 hours of Alien Isolation. Never really thought that would happen, but I'm fucking glad it did, because I've been completely out with an absolute bastard of a cold for the last couple of days, so having that footage to fall back on meant I could continue posting to my fabulous YouTube channel without missing any days, which is pretty cool. And now, at long last, I've returned to Pokemon. Alien Isolation is now done, so I might be dedicating more time to this, or I might just start another Let's Play. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. The world is my oyster, but one thing I can tell you for certain is that this video will not go on for 2.5 hours. Apologies if you wanted to buckle up for a non-stop thrill ride of Pokemon goodness, but unfortunately this is just going to be a standard length sort of deal. Okay, right, I think we want to go up those stairs that we saved near. I think that's where we were at. It's been about a week since my last one of these, so yeah, this was where we were at. I remember now. It's all coming flooding back to me. My mind's opening up to the possibilities. Hey, I'm impressed that you got here. I'll have to make you feel welcome. Yeah, I knew it was a battle. I knew it. Fuddler. Good old Fuddler wants to battle. No one ever actually wants to make me feel welcome. It's always a lie. It's always fraudulent. The real question is, what's Mushroom going to hit that Golem harder with? Brick Break or Mega Drain? The Mega Drain will be 4 times effective. Brick Break will only be 2 times effective, plus the Golem will have higher defense than special defense, I'm willing to wager, so I think maybe Mega Drain, but Brick Break is normally my go-to move in these circumstances. Whatever, fuck it, let's see what happens. Omelette, however, is not going to stay in because there is a Machoke there and it just wants to use its big, hefty, sexy man arms to absolutely ruin my day. So I'm going to switch in Night Terror of all people. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Or maybe you did, because you know type matchups and it's not that difficult to see that I would use my Psychic type against the Fighting type, but the point is that Night Terror is weak and feeble and isn't normally a sensible swap in under most circumstances, but this time we got something good going down. Have an exciting time for everyone. Ha! You are weak and I am strong. Right, Golem's gone. This guy's got 5 Pokemon, which is unexpected, honestly. I didn't expect anyone to have quite that many. Especially given that he was leading with a Golem. You expect a big strong Pokemon like that to be an ace, not one of 5, you know? The game's feeling more and more like Temtem every time I play it. I've been playing more Temtem recently, and god, that game is unforgiving. That game's just like, oh hey, all trainers are 20 levels higher than you. What are you gonna do about it? Best of luck. Yeah? Okay. I'm a little bit worried that the Foray Trace is going to have some big powerful bug move that's going to fuck Night Terror up, but at the same time I can't be fucked to switch out, so I guess we'll just roll with the punches. Quite literal punches, considering there's 2 fighting types on the field. God, I am so funny. I am such an entertaining individual. You're honestly honoured to be watching this video right now. With this high caliber, highbrow humour that I'm throwing out. We're doing good though. We're doing good. I'd like to be getting a bit more experience than this. I feel like that the opponents that I'm overcoming are more dangerous than the game seems to think they are. Why the fuck does that have counter? Is that a normal move in Forretress's moveset? Mantine is a water flying type, which means Mega Drain will not be super effective. So that's not good. Because I could really do with a Mega Drain right now. I could really do with getting some of that health back while the Forretress is out of commission. I'm going to do it anyway, I think. I'm worried about Night Terror though. I feel like a big strong water move would just remove him. But that's going to be a swap out, I think. To who? I hadn't really considered. Maybe just Vor. Bit of a multi-purpose swap in Vor is. Does a lot of jobs pretty solidly. Including intimidating big scary monsters. Oh, that wasn't as much as I was hoping for. That wasn't even close to as much as I was hoping for. Okay, back to plan A with Mushroom. We're just going to keep punching this steel orb. And I guess I'll just chip away at the big guy. I think Vaporeon probably would have been a better swap in now that I think about it, but it's too late now. I've committed. And when I commit to something, I fucking commit to something. Aside from all those times in the past where I haven't committed to things and given up almost immediately. But we don't have to talk about those. Let's look on the bright side. I'm forever in a permanent state of flux. Testing out Feint Attack versus Vice Grip and which one does more damage. I don't think there's any true way of knowing. I don't think anyone will ever have an answer to that question. I do know that that Crobat will probably have Wing Attack or Aerial Ace or something in its moveset, which will be 4 times effective against Mushroom and cause me multiple issues. So I think I'm going to have to do another swap next turn. Vice Grip definitely doing more damage. Good to know. Good to know. That I got so excited there that I clicked my little fingers together. I fully embraced the success story. It is finding out what my stronger move is. Right, Vaporeon. To say, it's cool that this game genuinely does encourage me to think strategically, force me to do swap-ins, force me to really try and pick the best Pokemon for the match, actually build a semi-competent team with a lot of coverage and stuff. Because that's just not necessary in most Pokemon games. Most Pokemon games you can just pick one Pokemon and over-level it, or pick 6 Pokemon and level them adequately, and you've got it, you're sorted, you're done. And maybe the over-leveling thing would have worked alright for me, but I don't think it would, honestly, in this game. I think the opposing Pokemon have always been sufficiently strong, and the XP gains have been sufficiently low, that I'd probably only have like 10 levels on them, and they'd have type advantages and stuff, and it would all just go horribly for me. I've got lots of ideas about my next playthrough. What I'm going to play next. Lots of ideas. I've got an issue, particularly with Steam sales, where I see games and that are like 75%, 80% reduced, and even if it's not something I'd normally play, if I know that it's, you know, been quite well received or is in any way unique, has a cool art style, or if there's anything remotely compelling about it, even if there's a chance I may never play it, I will pick it up because it's 75% reduced, you know? So my Steam library is just full of games that I have been meaning to get around to, and I'm sure that's a very relatable concept to a lot of people. I think a lot of people have a habit, even if it's not necessarily games, but, you know, buying books or buying TV series or buying, I don't know, any number of entertainment things. I think the problem is that these days we just have too much entertainment available to us at all times, and it's a bit overwhelming, and you just sort of end up committing to more than you can actually actually handle, you know what I mean? Which seems like an odd thing to say, that, you know, almost framing our free entertainment time as a chore, but that is almost kind of the way it feels sometimes, like having to keep up with all the latest cool shit. Especially if you're like really into something, like if you are really into indie video games or whatever, trying to keep up with what's going on in that whole realm is a lot of the time, you know? Not that I'm complaining, it's nice to have plenty of options, but it does mean that I do have this extensive library of video games that I've spent money on and feel like I need to play to justify having spent money on, you know? As I say, I don't think I'm alone in that whole deal. And I kind of want to be leveling Night Terror. Because even though I've been saying this for about 8 episodes now, I feel like he is very close to evolving. I don't know the exact level he evolves at, but I want to say mid-30s somewhere. And if he evolves, he's going to be an absolute powerhouse, because he does okay now, but, you know, getting that big stat boost from evolution would really make my life easier. You're just going to stand... Yeah, okay, you just stand there then, that's fine. I want to go up and get that item. Can I not just scale the wall? These handy pipes I could grab hold of, or this little weird conveyor belt contraption. That truly seamless edit was on account of some little yappy non-dog making noise outside of my house and triggering my actual dogs to do some actual barking instead of, you know, yapping. That's how I define a dog. You got your proper dogs, and then you got your non-dogs, or sub-dogs, or semi-dogs, or demi-dogs, which the little ones, your Chihuahuas, your Yorkshire Terriers, your anything that does a yap instead of a bark. That's the cut-off point. It's not necessarily about the size of the dog; it's about the size of the bark in the dog. You know what I mean? Anyway, it seems like I have to go up these stairs because I couldn't go through that door, which means I'm going to have to fight this fella. Above here is the factory's all-important control machine, and I'm telling you this because I am the exposition man. I can't let you pass even if it takes inches off my chest. What? I'm sorry, what did that mean? Angic? What were you trying to get at there with that thing you said? Why would stopping me from passing shrink your chest? Is that something that happens a lot around here? Is that a common occurrence? Is chest shrinkage a genuine fear that a lot of people have around these parts? Night Terror is afraid of the gold duck. Omelette is afraid of everything because it's Omelette. I'm going to leave Night Terror in for one round, Psybeam the him on top. We'll see what happens with the Golduck. Omelette is going to have to swap. We're going to have to bring in, I guess, Mushroom is a good swap in here. I hope they focus their efforts on Omelette because he's the easy kill. He's the slim pickings. Fucker's using confusion. That's fine. Actually, that's really not fine. Oh wow, confused as well, huh? Wow, that's real something. At least that's not doing too much, plus I put it to sleep in the middle of its triple kick. I'm not familiar with the move triple kick. Does it just hit 3 times? Is it just double kick plus 1? Because it is very amusing if you can just put a dude to sleep halfway through their triple kick, so that it only ends up being 2 kicks. That's very funny to me. That is pure comedy in my eyes. Holy shit, that was a lot of damage. Holy shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm very much not complaining, but that was a plot twist I wasn't prepared for. I thought it was going to take like 4 Mega Drains or something to take that bad boy down. Very strange sleep noise. That sounds more like that sounds like it should be a confusion noise. That whack 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 noise. You think sleep would be some like, if not like soft snoring, then just like something low key, sort of wavy sound. You know what I mean? What am I doing? I'm side beaming that, and I'm mega draining that. Yeah, that's fair. I'm willing to accept the occasional hitting confusion, as long as I still get some actual successful attacks through, you know? I'm perfectly willing to accept the balance. It's when every single swing is a hitting confusion that I get a little bit triggered by the whole situation. Hariyama. That's fine. That's another fight that's okay here. I'm good to keep going with this team. I'd really like it if Mushroom could... No, okay. I'm no longer okay with what's happening here, honestly. We're now at a 66% self-confusion damage ratio. And that's not okay. That's not good. Also, this thing's really tanky. And is very rude hitting 5 times. They're up here, hitting 5 times with all their bullshit. Meanwhile, I can't even get a single attack through confusion. Thank you. Thank you. About time too. Don't know what the actual chances on confusion is. I thought it was about 25%. If it's 50, it's really broken. Good job, Omelette. Trying to learn Wish. Wish is a neat move because it allows you to heal other teammates. So we'll drop Helping Hand for that, I think. Especially if we're leading with Omelette, we can just cast Wish and then swap out and take the heal. It's a very neat little ability. Venomoth. Venomoth. Capturable Venomoth. Of all the Pokemon that have been offered to me recently, of all the Pokemon that have appeared in these last 2 battles, Venomoth is probably the one that is least useful to me right now. What am I gonna do with a fucking Venomoth? It's just another Butterfree, isn't it? Ever since Gen 1, it's just been that weirdly late game Butterfree Pokemon. Trying to think what the best way to do this is. Ancient Power should be super effective, Psybeam should be neutral, Mudslap should be... It is Bug Poison, right? It's not Bug Flying. I don't know. Let's hit it with an Ancient Power. That's fine. And a Brick Break on the Hariyama. I'm just trying things. I should probably be taking out the Hariyama, really. Oh, I apparently am. I didn't think that would take it down, but hooray, I guess. Right, I actually want to get Night Terror out of here now to make sure he survives the battle, so he'll evolve afterwards. Assuming 34 is high enough for the evolution, but I think it is somewhere around here. Somewhere in this ballpark. Weeping Bell. Weeping Bell. It's gonna hit quite hard, isn't it? Oh no, apparently that's not an attacking move. Okay. I was worried for a second there. Yeah, that did fuck all. Super effective, my cock. Oh, I did get the stat boost from it. I kinda don't want to swap out now. Let's see what a Psybeam does. And just fucking... I mean... It's actually a Shadow Pokemon, isn't it? It's not a Bug Poison at all. And I'm not really sure what Shadow Pokemon, what their types, what their strengths and weaknesses are. So I guess, yeah, that was pretty good. Cool. This doesn't kill it, which it didn't. I might start throwing some balls around. Ooh. Okay. Alright. That's fine. Swap it out. I'm gonna hit this fucker with an ice beam and see how that does. I'm really not sure if are they actually a shadow type, or do they keep their typing but they have shadow moves? I'm not actually sure. The intricacy, that's not an ice beam. Did I use the wrong move? I mean, obviously I used the wrong move because I used the wrong move. But huh. Alright. How am I doing for balls? I think I stocked up, didn't I? Yeah, sort of. I sort of stocked up. I got some. We'll go for another bite then, knock that into yellow. And we can throw all the balls in all the places, and hopefully we'll have some modicum of success. Hey! Actually kind of a shame if I catch both of these, because that'll mean no experience for Vaporeon, who's right on the edge of leveling up. As for that matter is my boy Vor. Do a quick attack. I'm confident that a quick attack won't kill it, but it will knock it into an even more capturable amount of health if this fails. It's interesting because canonically, quick attack is meant to be like, I can't remember if what it is they say in the anime, like supersonic speeds that your Pokemon goes when they attack with a quick attack. And yet the trainer is capable of throwing a ball faster than that. Just a little something, a little break in the lore to ponder over. Why do I have a snag sign up there? What does that mean? Is that always there? Is that telling me how many Pokemon I've snagged this battle? What does that mean? Why is the Weeping Bell harder to catch than the Venomoth when it's not fully evolved? These are all genuinely confusing questions to me. Could you stop that? I really don't want to waste all my balls on a fucking Weeping Bell. Don't get me wrong, I always quite liked Weeping Bell and Victory Bell and Bellsprout. I think it's a neat little unique design, which I think gets overlooked a lot when people are discussing Pokemon designs. I think it's got a very cool aesthetic. Not so much Weeping Bell so much as the other two, because Weeping Bell has the weird googly eyes, but even so, it's a cool line. I'm sure as fuck not going to be using it. It's not useful to me in any way right now. There we go. About time too. I defeated Angic. I want to say Agnic, which still isn't a word, but at least it rolls off the tongue slightly better. I have you beat in chest muscle size. Good for you. However, I have you beat in actually existing. You have phased into the Nether Realm as a result of that battle, so Now who's winning? I am, however, going to run away like a little girl and use the Poké Center before I fight that dude at the top of the tower who is clearly going to be some sort of boss type affair. And given how strong the other fights have been in this area, I think a boss type affair is probably going to be something I need to be properly prepared for. Call me a pussy, if you will. Call me a little baby boy who runs crying home to his mother at the Poké Center every time his Pokemon get a little boo-boo, but you know, I want to actually win and progress with the game, so if that means taking a minute out of my time to hop, skip and jump down a couple floors and get the odd Pokemon touch up, then I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to make that sacrifice. See, now I'm ready and raring and willing to rock and roll all night, or however that song goes. I don't know, I wasn't born in the 50s, so you'll have to excuse me for my lack of rockabilly knowledge. I'm vaguely aware that Elvis Presley did some songs at some point, but beyond that, it's a whole area of music that I am completely unprepared for. I hate to do this to you, can't even speak. Why do I do Let's Plays when I'm completely incapable of speaking like a human person? I hate to do this to you, Omelette, but I want to lead with some actual strong Pokemon. I feel like Vor and Vaporeon is actually a pretty good lead. A pretty multi-purpose lead that's pretty strong against most things, which is extra nice because they're both level 33 and need the experience, so hooray to that, I guess. Let's see what we're dealing with. What is this door? What are you? Is this not going to be the boss? Is this just going to be some dude who we fight to open up the door? There's no dramatic cutscene or anything. I am getting TM26, which historically has always been Earthquake, if I know my Pokemon. And if it's Earthquake, then I am very interested in that. The Earthquake and Psychic are both moves that I want to have on my boy Night Terror. But I feel like he's just going to learn them from leveling up. And since TMs are only one use, I don't really want to waste them if he's just going to learn them anyway, you know what I mean? I might have to look this up between videos. To be fair, no one else on the team can learn it, so it's not exactly going to be massively useful to me in that respect. Also, Earthquake is worth noting, it does hit your teammates, so maybe it's not going to be the best move ever in 2v2s in the same way it is in 1v1s. Let's just go, shall we? Let's just fight this dude. I don't even think he's anyone anymore. Okay, now all there is to do is adjust the voltage. Let me see, where's the system lever? Huh? Oops, I left it at my desk, that's not smart. Oh hey, that's my system lever. You went and got it for me, thank you. Wait, who are you anyway? You don't belong here. Darn, if the voltage goes up even a little, the whole computer controlling this whole facility will be whole shut down. I just like adding the word whole in places because it's a funny word. Oh my gosh, if that were to happen, the Shadow Pokemon production software would be destroyed. Probably shouldn't be telling this to some random person who just showed up here and clearly has defeated everyone in the building to get to me, but whatever. I can't let you lay one finger on this control machine. Okay, Akrod. At least I can pronounce your name. Akrod. I'm pretty happy with my Pokemon selection here. I think I chose right. Even if I'm not fighting a boss like I thought I was. We got Feint Attack for the Grumpig, we got Bite for the Grumpig. It's a whole beating up a Grumpig sort of affair. Thank you, motherfucker, though, look at that. Look at it, take that hit. I mean, he's no Vor, obviously, but who is? Vor is a fine art that not just anyone can replicate. Yeah, hit that big number. Okay, it wasn't that big a number. But whatever. I have confidence in my Pokemon regardless. Oh, that's an issue. That's a problem. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I thought Magic Coat reflected all special attacks, and I thought Bite was a special attack in Gen 3. Do I just not know Pokemon very well? Am I just misinterpreting the whole game? Entirely possible. Look at that though, double level up. Ooh boy, ooh boy. Boy, I sure wish Vaporeon had a water attack about now. That would be a thing that I'd really like to have. Ew, okay. Vor can't stay in. That's for damn sure. Mushroom can't come in. Night Terror probably won't have a great time, but you might be my best choice. Leia... Can I feel like I taught Leia some cool new moves recently. Shadow Ball. Not massively useful in this scenario. Dig is, though. Let's just bring Leia in. Let's just bring Leia in. The Seeder ain't doing shit, we can just ignore that. Just hitting us with like 4 damage twisters every turn. I feel like the Camerupt might be a threat. It's fucking ridiculous that my starter was a water type. And yet I'm struggling against something that is 4 times weak to water. It's absurd that that is a problem I'm having right now. I don't think Dig's going to be necessary here. I think just an Ice Beam and a Shadow Ball will take this fucker out. Easy. Easy win. What was I so afraid of? Be gone. What's with all the water types lately? That's my stand-up bit. So what's with all the water types? It's the Pokemon equivalent of airline food, you know what I mean? Because to be fair to me, who is the person most worthy of being fair to, there are a lot of water types. A lot of them. There's a lot of just like fish. I swear like a solid quarter of the Pokédex is just, they're just like fish and shit. I get why, because the ocean is like a quarter of the video game, or like 3/4 of the video game in the case of Ruby and Sapphire, but yeah, there's a lot of water types. That's my stand-up bit. You thought I was out of it, and I was talking in the meta sense about the stand-up bit, but no. Now I have a very specific Pokemon-based stand-up routine that no one will get unless they play an unhealthy amount of monster-catching video games. I think it'll go down great. I think there'll be 3 people in the audience who will absolutely be like, yeah, I can relate to that. There's a lot of fish. Look at all the fish. Crazy. That's all you need. You need your niche, you know. Get your target audience and drill down on them. Not literally, because that's probably some sort of sex crime. But in the metaphorical sense, you've got to really hone your target audience. This is sage words of advice from someone with nearly 200 subscribers. I'm actually super triggered by that. I like to pretend I'm not, but My subscriber count has been crawling up from 195 to 199 and then back down again for like the last 3 months. I'm not lying when I say that I'm not that bothered about getting like huge amounts of subscribers or whatever, because I'm not. I do this just as a pastime. But just seeing that number get so close to that milestone and then trickle back away, it just remains slightly out of my grasp like that. It's hard to watch, it really is. If you're watching this video now and you're not subscribed, do me a favour and just subscribe just for long enough for me to hit 200. And then you can unsub again once I get that screenshot of the big 200 number, and I can lord that over people. That's all that matters to me. It's all about the E-peen. You know what I mean? Pilo swine. Okay, that is going to be able to do some nasty things to Mushroom, so I'm going to take that out. That's my plan. I'm going to dig it. I'm going to brick break it. Fuck, I'm going to one-shot it. That was unexpected. I'm not complaining now. Thank you for the crit, RNG gods. Off you go, Leia. See you later. Fully expecting the Sea King to hit me with a peck, because I know they get peck, and it to do 4 times the damage and take Mushroom out in one shot. I was fully expecting that, but thankfully 'twas not to be. Mushrooms, I don't know, it's hard to say Vaporeon isn't my ace when Vaporeon is quite clearly my ace, but Mushroom is a very close second. Mushroom does some work. He gets some big numbers with that Brick Break and can heal himself with Mega Drain, and also has Effect Spore, which is amazing. To the point where I don't need to use Stun Spore ever because everything's always paralysed or asleep from him anyway. It's a good Pokemon, is Breloom. Piss off. I don't care. I don't care. Let me just do the thing. To adjust voltage, use the system lever. Warning, do not raise voltage too high. I want to lower it. Oh, nothing happened. Fine, I'll raise it. I thought I was just raising it back to where it started, but I guess not. The control machine has gone wild! And changed the music! And made explosions happen. What the fuck is going on? Am I in trouble? Oh, I thought it was going to explode. That's disappointing. Oh, it's Smarton. I remember that name because it's dumb. What's going on? The production line stopped. The control computer's not responding. And for some reason we leave it on the roof. Just another thought that seemed a bit weird to me. Oh yeah, that punk from the SS Libra, you're behind this, aren't you? Oh no, what the blazes? The Shadow Pokemon production software has been deleted. Goragon gets furious if things don't go his way. He's going to chew me out again. Also, here's a Pokebattle. I was planning on going to heal between fights, but I think I'll be okay. I think we can handle this. I feel like I'm going to want to bring my boy out again though. Sorry, my girl. Constantly misgendering my Pokemon. I'm basically a criminal for doing that. This guy's team is quite high level. He's a higher level than mine. A 36 up in this shit. I should be worried. I should be less worried. The worry was clearly overstated. Ooh. I'm always wary of anything that can self-destruct. Probably sensibly, I think. Let's see what an Ice Beam does to it. Would be good to bring Night Terror in against it, but I don't want to just be swapping every fucking turn, so... That's one way to encourage me to swap out them. What we got here then? Not quite a two-shot, that's oh, okay. An even better way to encourage me to swap out. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Mushroom swapping out because he's had his accuracy lowered one stage and is therefore useless because that's how Pokemon works. Bring Night Terror in. Vaporeon is going to finish the Huntail. I'm hoping a bite will do that. You can't just bite me when I was biting you. You can't just do that. You can't just turn the tables on me like that. That was my special move. Right, just a frozen wheezing. And, you know, whatever else he's about to send out. I don't know whether to be afraid of that or not. It's got to be one of the most obscure Pokemon going, Ursaring. I don't remember ever seeing one outside of, like, Victory Road in Gold and Silver. I'm not sure they exist anywhere else in the history of the Pokemon canon. Probably in the anime somewhere, but who the fuck watches the anime? See if we can freeze it. We've had some good luck with freezes so far in this playthrough, so you never know. I was kind of hoping that would take that down. It's still frozen though, so we're good. Excuse me. Look, I understand that I have to suspend my belief when I play video games. I'm perfectly willing to do so. I'm willing to accept that this small red-headed child is able to, in the space of literally a few days, probably even less, probably just a single day, honestly, he's able to become the most powerful Pokemon trainer in the region and stop several criminal syndicates and literally willingly become a slave boy to literally everyone in the world. Whenever they click their fingers, he's happy to go running because he's just that good and that noble a character. I'm willing to accept all this. What I'm not willing to accept is the concept of a flying bear. That's taking it too far. Pigs might fly. Bears will not. Have you seen a bear before? They're all fat and fur. Neither of those things are particularly aerodynamic. But bears canonically are quite good at walking and climbing and swimming, but flying, not in their repartee. I'm fully aware that I said the word repartee instead of repertoire. But in my defense, they're very similar words, and I'm very angry about this whole flying bear thing. I'm also very angry about that. Not so much that it knocked me out, but that it knocked me out with scratch. I don't think that should be legal, honestly. I think there should be laws against the disrespect of knocking someone out with scratch. It's genuinely offensive on many levels. Right, that's mine now. I normally feel bad about theft, but I don't anymore. The flying bear has pushed me over the limits. There's no remorse at this point. I'll steal its Pokémon and I'll kill his family. It's fucking flying bear. Gorrigan indeed. I assume that's some advanced swear word that we use to express our pure, unbridled hatred of the concept of bears flying. Gorrigan. Gorrigan, my good man. Speaking of Gorrigan, and I'm fully aware of the fact that he is actually the name of the boss. I was just doing a little bit there, but we're gonna have to fight him next. I assume he's gonna be what's inside that building, and we're actually going to be done with this entire zone, which has, let's be real, gone on a little longer than I thought any of us were truly expecting. Is this the 5th video? Certainly the 4th that we've spent in the Cipher Key lair. And there's only so much chatting shit I can do to make repeated Pokemon battles and running back and forth to a Poké Center in any way interesting. But goddammit, I have done my best. But yeah, Gorrigan up next. And you know why I'm making a big show of all this, right? You know why I'm talking up the fact that we're going to have this big flashy boss battle next? It's because, of course, I am, right now, right this second, ending the video. So you'll have to tune in next time for the payoff, for the denouement, for the great cathartic release of me finally beating Gorrigan. So I'll see you guys next time for that. Suckers. Bye, guys.